6 a.m. start may not be for everyone, but for these early risers, the anticipation level is high as they set out on another 2-week hitch on Easternwell rigs based in the Surat and Cooper basins. Easternwell Energy operates a fleet of aircraft for transporting employees to and from the field, and after a series of pre-flight checks, it's time to get airborne. Typically, the flight takes anywhere between 1 and 3 hours depending on the location. And upon arrival, the incoming and outgoing crews have a quick chat about rig operations. A short journey by 4-wheel drive to the Easternwell camp, and it's time to get to work. At Easternwell, we have a unique blend of people. So who are these men and women? What are their day-to-day roles? And how long have they been a part of Easternwell?
Started at Easternwell in January 08 and started out as a lease hand. Worked my way through the ranks like everyone else, and Easternwell's been a very good provider of training and support. Basically, as a rig manager, you're in charge of keeping operations running smoothly. You get up, you do your pre-tower meetings every morning with the opposite crew and run them through the operations for the day. Then you're in charge of making sure the crew works safely together and efficiently, and that we're meeting all the clients' expectations and needs.
My role's a lease hand, so we start in the morning. We organise all the water gots for the boys. Pretty much anything that needs to come to the rig is a lease hand's job.
Been in the industry for about 4 years now. Start off as a lease hand, as everyone does, and yeah, just made my way up through the years there, through the ranks. I look after all the air packs and booster and the mud pump over there.
My role here at the moment is just to pretty much maintain all the equipment. If, say, we rock up and go to start the day, got to make sure the carrier and the rig's all ready to go, that there's no dramas there, it's all going to run sweet for the day. Check all the other engines on location. If a service is due, service the equipment and just maintain and keep the workflow running.
Well, I'm the OCR, which stands for the Operating Company Representative, commonly known as the company man. I represent the QGC's interests in the well and work very closely with the workover company.
Camp manager basically just runs the camp as well as possible. Do a lot of the cooking as well. And if there's any problems or anything, we obviously try to fix them. Communicate a lot with the rig manager. Got to keep the boys happy, make sure they're getting the food that they like, but it has to be nutritious as well.
I'm the camp attendant, and I do all the rooms, take the smoko and dinner and lunch up to the rig on specific times, daily washing and general cleaning of the walkways and around the camp.
I first started with Easternwell in 2004 as a lease hand. I worked my way up, eventually got to a stage where I was ready to go rig managing, and here I am today, 8 years later, loving the position still.
I've just coming up to 8.5 years now with Easternwell. I've seen a lot of changes within the company and they've grown a lot over the last 8.5 years, which is good. Yeah, they're a great company to work for, and I can't really see myself going anywhere soon.
Working on an oil or gas rig isn't for everyone. So what attracts people to this line of work, and in particular, working for us?
The lifestyle is what attracted me to this role. 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. It's kind of like you're on holidays every 2 weeks, so it's great like that, and it's just a fun environment, I guess. Very different to a restaurant.
I heard about it, people working in these camps and seeing it on TV, and thought, oh, that'd be pretty exciting, and you know, and then went for an interview and just got the job through Cultural Heritage, and they got in contact with Easternwell, and yeah, and then I went for the interview and it all happened.
Best part of my job here? Well, everything, mate. If you don't love it, there's no point being out here. So, but no, it's the whole lot's good. The 2 and 2s works well. So you do your 2 weeks, get in and work hard, and then you get to go home and have the 2 weeks off.
I've been chefing for about 30 years, and it's for the lifestyle to come here to have 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I get a great deal of time with my family.
When we first started, it was a very basic company. It was a family-owned company, and now it's still the same. Still got the same people in there, but just in a higher role, and it's still got that very family-orientated company, which makes it enjoyable to be here.
Working away from home presents real challenges for people with families. So how do our people feel about this? And how do they overcome the distance and separation involved?
I see more of my family now than I did before, so every night I contact them, and Facebook, emails, all that sort of thing too.
Nowhere I've ever worked ever before you get 2 weeks off in a row. My friends and family have said that they see me more now than they ever did when I worked in town.
Oh, I love it. 2 on, 2 off, it's great. You might be away for half the year, but on the other side of that, you're home for 2 weeks at a time to spend time with your family.
It's really good. You get, plenty of time to get stuck into work and just really focus on it, and then you get to go home and just fully relax and enjoy yourself.
Oh, I reckon you find that time away from family and friends is actually beneficial in this occupation. You work Monday to Friday, you get home, you're tired, you don't really see the missus. I get home and I'm waiting at home for her every day after work.
When our people aren't working on the rig, they enjoy downtime at the camp. So, what's it like living in a camp environment for extended periods? How does this impact on relationships? And what's the food like?
Oh, we're all mates, It's exactly how you think it would be. We all have our little tips, but we all get on really well at the end of the day.
All the boys, they obviously all work together, but they all come in for the same meal times. We've got a TV in the dining room. We all watch the football together, things like that. So it's like a big family here.
You've got good campies, good cooks, good food, good variety. They look after you.
Just variety, fresh fruits and vegetables, your meats, fish, chicken. Just encouraging them to eat well, because if they're eating well, they're healthy, they're going to work better.
Camp accommodation's great. We're pretty spoilt for food.
We work with each other all the time, and obviously go back to camp every afternoon and spend a lot of time there together too. So it's a really real close atmosphere out here. When we are working close together, the communication's up. We're looking after each other as well.
There's no doubt that a close bond develops between our people at Easternwell. The focus is on teamwork.
Everyone's pretty much a team. Most of these guys on site I've worked with before on different rigs, and it makes operations go a little smoother when everyone can get along and have a little bit of fun while we're at it. So.
And behind every action and every decision lies one vital consideration: safety.
You always got to be safe. If you're not, someone's going to get hurt. So you're always looking out for your other crew members, for yourself and whoever else is on location at the time. Everyone's got the same goal in mind at the end of the day, to go home safe and sound to their families.
You look out for your mates. You see something not right, you stop the job.
Basically, it's a zero drug and alcohol policy. When you come to work, you got to be fit for work. And if you make that decision to obviously drink or take drugs, it's on your own risk, and no one tolerates it.
The purpose of a pre-start meeting is to get everyone on board. We outline a lot of the hazards, the steps and the procedures and what we are going to achieve for that day, and just to make sure that everyone's aware of what we're actually doing.
SOP, standard operating procedures, we use them as a safety practice, just read over it so then everyone's got their mind on the job, know what each step's going to be.
We just had a safety meeting just before, go through all the safety rules, make sure everybody's up to speed about the load listing, rig move plan, and just mainly all the hazards or anything we've got to be wary of. We just take our time, don't rush, make sure we get the job done properly the first time, and follow all the safety rules.
Australia's climate presents its own challenges when it comes to working at Easternwell. During the summer, the temperatures out here can really soar.
Heat stress is a big thing, especially coming into the warmer months of the year. Pretty well organised with taking breaks every hour, keeping up with fluids, keeping an eye on your mates.
We've got our buddy system, so when the fresh hands come out, we give them a buddy to go around and work with. So that way they get used to someone telling them when they have to stop, have a break, get the fluids into them.
As one of Australia's leading drilling and well servicing companies, we operate over 70 rigs throughout Australia. And with over 1,100 employees, we must have an excellent management and support structure to ensure that every part of our operation runs smoothly.
The purpose of an operations meeting is to get all the areas of the organisation so we can make informed decisions and we can keep everyone on track and on the same page.
A lot of people ask, what's the one thing you do that are going to keep people safe. But I'm a big believer that there's not one thing, it's everybody doing everything the right way. You know, it's everybody's responsibility to participate and to be involved in it. You know, and I think that's where you get the culture that Easternwell's got. You know, it's supported from a high level that, and all the way down through the ranks, that it's part of what we do. It's not a bolt-on to operations. It's actually, you know, safety is integral to what we do, and it's part of everyday life.
We have a registered training organisation integral to the business. We find that important. It's a vital part of the business in the way that we prepare our people to go to the workplace. We have pretty much everything that we need to train a person in to prepare them to go to the field.
People respect and understand safety, work with you know, guys who are professionals at their job and take their work very seriously. Australians are very well known for having a very good work culture. I mean, everywhere you go around the world, especially in the oil field, there's Australian guys doing well for themselves. So it's a very good training ground. It has been for a long time here in Australia. So.
I mean, satisfaction for our guys as employees is the best thing in the world. To get young fellas and young ladies and put them through a career and give them a career where they can live a fantastic life, that's the best part about the business.